Oh my gosh, Betty, thank you for coming in today. It is so great to see you.
Hey, Martin, it's been too long, but I'm glad to be here.
Oh, it has definitely been a while. How are you? Listen, I'm terribly sorry about John, by the way. How have things been since the funeral?
I'm all right. Thank you. It's, I guess it gets easier as the days pass, but I miss him terribly.
Of course. Well, I'm glad to see you out and about. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully we can do a great job for you and help you feel even better.
Thanks, Martin. I just used to love nail art, so getting my nails done, it's just wonderful. It's been a long time, and I thought it was time because I am overdue.
Well, the pleasure is ours, getting to help an icon such as yourself. Like, how is everything with the modeling agency?
Well, my son's been taking over running the agency now. It's gotten a bit much for me, but he's doing a wonderful job.
All right, well, that is great. I am glad to hear everything is going well. I mean, you have such a history in this town, and I am so glad that the legacy and foundation that you have created is going to continue.
We are grateful for everyone who's helped us to get us where we are. But it's still a lot with John's passing, and I just wanted to take the opportunity today and remove myself a little bit from it and pamper myself a little bit.
Well, that's fantastic. Let's do just that then. We will get you set up with Vicki today. She is a fantastic nail artist, and I am sure that she will be able to help you with whatever it is that you are looking for.
Is Susan not here anymore?
No, she's on vacation right now, but Vicki is our newest hire. Don't worry, I have seen her in action, and anything that you dream of, I'm sure she can make that wish come true. Make something incredible and worthy of the star that you are.
Martin, you are too sweet. Well, I'm excited to meet her. She sounds lovely.
Well, she's right around the back over here. If you want to follow me, we will get you all set up. Right. Vicki, I would like to introduce you to Betty. She is one of our best clients. Betty, this is Vicki. She is a genius. She's going to treat you great. You're going to treat her great, right? Have fun. If you need any help, just let me know. See you later.
Thanks, Martin. Hi, Vicki. Oh, I've heard so much about your nail art. I've heard you are incredible.
Yes, that I am. Betty, it's nice to meet you too, I guess. Do you need help getting into the chair? Should I bring a little step stool? Don't want you to get hurt.
Oh, no, I'll be all right. Thank you.
Great.
Is this fine right here?
Yes, this is where I will be doing your nails, so this is where I would like you to sit.
Silly me, of course.
I was getting some nail inspiration from Instagram, but clearly I won't be needing any for today.
Oh, well, what kind of inspiration were you looking at? I love nail art. Used to be a big passion of mine.
Yeah, right. Nothing you'd be interested in, I think. The designs are all a little bit more youthful, let's just say.
I'm down for whatever you want to do today. I am your blank canvas.
Typical. Can't even make her own decision.
What? I'm sorry, what was that?
Nothing. Why don't you just show me your hands? All right. Well, your cuticles are really grown out. Maybe I need to grab a towel before I trim them. I don't want you bleeding all over my station. Older hands are always so sensitive.
Oh, no. I think they should be fine. They're just like any other cuticles.
And the shape of your nails, gonna be a challenge. They don't look very well kept overall length. It's not so good at all.
Yeah, as I've gotten older, their shape has warped a little, and I feel like they're getting thicker and more brittle. To be honest, it's a little bit alarming.
Yeah, that's a bit of an understatement, I think. Should I put on gloves? Is your dry skin going to flake all over me? Something about old people's skin just feels nauseating.
Okay, Vicki, listen. I think you're being a little bit rude right now. I promise my hands and my skin are very clean.
Rude? Me? Why are you attacking me? Well, you know what I think is pretty rude? An old person like you coming in here and taking an appointment slot away from another potential client who probably would have asked for something genuinely worthwhile. Now I'm stuck helping someone who won't even appreciate my craft. Any work I do for you would be meaningless.
Vicki, what are you saying?
I'm saying that people in your generation just take up space, all right? Old people are always so unaware of how hard they make everyone else's life, and for what? So that they can keep on living their insignificant days filled with oatmeal and prune juice? I think it's fair to say if there's anyone here being ridiculous, it's you.
Vicki, that is really mean and honestly quite unfair.
Oh, yeah, that's the point. I'm just calling it like it is. I swear, being direct is the only way to get through to ancient people like you. I don't really care or have to listen to your opinions, all right? Anyone who was born before the Revolutionary War, like yourself, are irrelevant and don't have valid contributions to society.
Vicki, everybody gets old eventually if they're lucky. And I don't know, I may not be as sharp or as beautiful like I used to be, but I have a lot of worth and value, and I deserve to be treated with respect, just like everybody else.
Right. Yeah, I don't think so.
Because all of our different experiences and the amount of different challenges we have had to overcome. People my age have a lot of wisdom. I'm sure we would all love to share something with your generation too, if you're willing to listen.
I definitely don't need advice from someone who can't even unlock their phone by themselves. I am a professional working hard to excel at my craft. I shouldn't be wasting my energy on you or any other old bag that comes through here. I refuse to lower my standards, and honestly, I think it's time for you to go. I've already given you way too much of my precious time.
What is going on over here? Betty, are you okay?
Everything's fine, Martin. I don't know what you heard, but I promise I can explain.
Explain? I saw you being really horrible to Betty. Now, what could you possibly explain that would make that kind of behavior okay?
No, that's not. Look, I wasn't yelling at her or being mean. I was just kindly telling her that maybe she would get a better result at a different salon.
Okay, well, that is not what I saw, and definitely not what I heard. Vicki, did you call Betty an old bag? Now, how could you possibly say something like that?
Well, I mean, first of all, I did not call her an old bag. That term is so dated. But you have to admit, Martin, she's not young. And what would a fresh set of nails really do for her? Like, come on. What are we really doing here?
Do you know who this is? This is Betty Callios. She is the biggest model and actress to come out of this town in the past 35 years. She set so many standards for the beauty industry. You have this job today largely because of the road that she helped pave. You should be mortified right now.
She can't be that important. I'm researching beauty trends all the time, and I've never seen or heard anything about her.
All of the reference photos that we use in this salon are basically her nails.
Well, how was I supposed to know that? Also, it doesn't really matter because all of those photos are extremely dated.
Okay, here's the thing, Vicki. It really doesn't matter who she is, because you should be treating everyone with respect, love, and care. None of this malicious, disrespectful attitude. I cannot believe that you would treat any customer this way.
Well, if we're going to be servicing the old folks' home, then maybe I don't even want to work here.
Yeah, well, I'm not giving you a choice, actually. You're fired, Vicki.
What?
You pack up your things and you get out of here right now. I will not tolerate this kind of disrespectful or conceited attitude to exist in my shop any longer.
Oh my God, you cannot be serious. If you do this, I am going to tell all of my followers about how awful and out of touch this salon is.
This salon has no room for ageism and intolerance like what you have clearly shown today. You should be ashamed of yourself. Now get your stuff and get out of here.
But fine, but I'm coming back to sue this nail salon for wrongful termination or something like that.
Go! I'm so sorry. I had no idea that the person I hired was so unreasonable and filled with so much hate. I feel awful. I don't know how I can possibly make this up to you.
It's all right, Martin. Unfortunately, I think that way of thinking has just become all too common these days. People just assume the worst about elderly, when in reality, there is so much that we still have to offer.
I mean, our entire salon is set up based upon all the work you and your generation has done. I mean, you guys were the pioneers, and I think a lot of times people just lose sight of all that.
The younger generation, you know they're not stupid, but sometimes they're a little ignorant, perhaps, and stuck in their own world, I think.
You should never have to pay the price for their ignorance. Say, I know you were saying that you wanted to step away from the business side of things, but in all honesty, I've been looking for ways to improve the store, and I could really use some guidance with your experience and wisdom. Do you think you'd be interested at all in consulting on some changes I'm thinking about making around here? I mean, starting with hiring new staff, of course.
Martin, you don't even have to ask. You know I would love to help in any way I can. You can count on me.
That's great. Thank you so much, Betty. I really appreciate it. How about I close the store today and we go out and discuss it over lunch? My treat.
I'd love that.
Come on.
Oh,